You should use the handheld microphone. Please, you can start.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm very honored to have this opportunity to be part of this big program at the Digital Innovation Pavilion of the COP28. I'd like to thank the Glocher and IAAI for giving this precious opportunity to share our activities. So the title is the Music for SDGs, Digital Art and Innovation, Contributing to Sustainable Future Through Music, Entertainment, Art, and Innovation. Actually, my name is Makoto Okubo, and people call me Mark, so please feel free to call me Mark. So I'm I'm invited as an executive director of the Music for SDGs. It's a project to promote United Nations Sustainable Development Goals through music, but also I have a different hats. I'm a Sherpa of the APFF Insurance Health and Retirement Income Network. I'm chairing the working group to promote sustainable and resilient and inclusive development of the Asia-Pacific region, APEC economies, commissioned by APEC finance ministers. And also, I'm a general manager international affairs for Nippon Life Insurance Company, which is the largest life insurance company. In another word, it's by far the largest asset owner of the country, which have a $700 billion total asset, and we committed that we take into account the ESG components for the future investments for the entire assets. So first of all, I'd like to briefly explain what is Music for SDGs. So Music for SDGs project is a project aiming to provide opportunities for general public to deepen understanding of SDGs in an easier and enjoyable way through music events, fashion shows, movies, and art, integrated entertainment and education under the slogan of "No one will be left behind." At the beginning, since 2013, I have been working in APEC, just like writing the documents, like 100 pages documents in English, and we share with the senior officials or industry people, or maybe lawyers, consultants, government officials. But I was wondering who is going to read those documents. So those people who are already familiar or already commissioned to work on SDGs are probably the only readers of those documents. But we thought that we need to actually touch the rest of the people who are not very familiar with SDGs, who are not very interested in SDGs. For that reason, I just proposed in the APEC arena to use the entertainment as a communication tool, just to educate people in an entertaining way, and they just prepare those people to be able to understand why this action, climate action, why this like sustainability actions will be needed. So this is the objective for me to establish this project as a part of side activity. So I in the personal capacity, but recently my employer Nippon Life, also industry or investment communities got interested in our project, Music for SDGs. They approached to us whether they can be part of this big actions. And now sometimes they offer some sponsorship or partnership for our entertainment. So this is something that I want to show today later. So the Music for SDGs coalition is Mark, Flower, Harmony, Kipei, the three people just organized the online event. And also as a global partners, I work with Milo, Glocher, IAAI has been a traditional partner for the activities to expand our network to the whole world. And also recently we decided to team up with Green 17 established by Alexandra. So this is a big partnership actually to focusing on the biodiversity, like ocean issues and the overarching kind of specialties. And now the both Green 17 and also Glocher IAAI are the precious partner for my activity. And today Miro invited me to be here, so I'd like to thank Miro, you very much. And then maybe before going to the music thing, so maybe you may be curious what has been going on in my another capacity as the global public policy advisor. So this year, the 2023 Progress Report to APEC Finance Ministers has just been endorsed by the APEC Finance Ministers meeting in San Francisco in November. Just 1 month before, they just endorsed our Progress Report, which included sustainable finance, inclusive finance, financial resilience, and those. And I have been working as the partner with those, all of those the international partners to discuss how we define the sustainability, how we define the disclosures, this kind of regulatory issues, financial reporting issues, sustainability reporting issues. This is my core responsibility. So just after COP28, I'm going to fly to Frankfurt, and we have a dialogue with ISSB, the National Sustainability Standard Boards, and how we can team up together to have a capacity building on the sustainability in the Asia Pacific region. This is what I do usually. Importantly, the supporting sustainable, resilient, and inclusive development have a three focus. The one is the promoting insurers and pension funds long-term investments in infrastructure and capital markets and funding innovation. Recently, a lot of innovators or entrepreneurs, startups are very interested in approaching to insurance company or pension funds, whether we can support them. The reason is that the insurance company have a very long-term vision. So we receive money from the customer today, but we pay back only 20 years or 30 years ahead. For us, the growth is more important than the current profits in the current quarter. We don't care the short-term profits. That's why we are working on this matter. That's why I think that the entertainment or maybe innovations or digital innovations, those kind of concepts will be better fit to the insurance company as the promoter and investor. This is why I'm so keen to working on that topic. So having said that, maybe have to focus on this because our topic is about music for SDGs. These are the photos that we have taken when I was going around the world. So starting from Dubai. So the last year, like I was, we were a part of the Grochers initiative, having the Digital Art for Climate initiative, which will be covered by Mari later. She's a specialist, but also together with Mari and also the Sanansa and Mayu, we are all in Dubai when the Dubai Expo took place and also the Climate Week, MENA Climate Week took place. So we promoted the digital art actually to educate people and enhance awareness on the climate actions. And next photo is from the OECD headquarters in Paris. It's the Chateau of Paris. So Life Insurance Association Japan, representing all the life insurance company on the country, actually hosted the reception back to OECD Insurance and Private Pension Committee. And the Music for SDGs organized a reception and actually to entertain the policymakers or regulators and industry representatives through the fashion show and also music performance. And you see those two ladies were at that time at the OECD as well. And the next photo is taken at the Stockholm, Sweden. So when the UNEP, United Nations Environmental Program, celebrated 50th year anniversary. So I brought the humming singer Yuki Kakubari, Yuki, as a humming singer, and we co-organized a side event, bringing the people through humming. So at that time, I learned that there's a digital conference, hybrid conference, co-hosted by the NGO and also UNDP, and that attracted 7.6 million viewers real time. So our future goal is to gather the viewers. So at this moment, the Music for SDGs don't have a very full-fledged website yet. So we maybe in the future, our our goal is to expand the visitors because we don't have that kind of infrastructure yet, but we just provided some artists for the very big conference which have a very viewers. So in the future, we can borrow gradually the popularities through those big popular events to all the music for SDGs gradually. So maybe if the culture and music for SDGs can collaborate, actually is to gathering the hundreds of millions of people in the future, that will be very good motion. Also, the next one is the Hilary Sato. She's the famous singer with a disability. She cannot see things, and she was a part of the Tokyo Paralympic. So also we promote the concert with the artists with disabilities, saying that the power of disability is not just a handicap, but actually that bring the very unparalleled talent. So we try to tell them that the actually disability is one of the personality that we can care. So and this is and we are planning actually is to have a music event with a disability kind of people, probably back to Paralympic Games. So this is kind of something that we are planning. And also the photo from the Hokkaido, also this announcer was there on stage. So we had the kimono fashion show. So later we will discuss a little bit about that, but kimono is regarded as a sustainable fashion. And we had a fashion show using a kimono as a dress on stage. Background music was a professional jazz musicians. We can combine the jazz and the fashion show in kimono dress. That was what we did in Hokkaido. We had a 3 concert last year, actually in Japan, Hokkaido, Kyushu, and Tokyo. And also another one is taken at the United Nations when I deliver a presentation about the urban development of the digital and also agricultural kind of sustainability development. But I brought the musicians as a BGM, background BGM, and we combine the kind of music and also my lecture. So this is what I do all the time. For example, like here, so I was invited to talk about the contribution of Nippon Life Insurance Company on SDGs at the ASEAN Insurance Congress, FMA Insurance Summit, also universities. And I deliver a lecture, but I invite the musicians. My lecture is entirely formed as a musical entertainment. So when I talk about, for example, education of children, the background music is from Totoro. When I talk about innovation of insurance business, the Back to the Future. When I talk about protection of the environment by insurance company, the Pocahontas, this kind of giving the entertainment to the audience. Trust me, no single student has ever slept in my lecture, not because of my talk, but because of the music and entertainment. And also here, our activity was initially only among the music events, but now this year it was expanded to other area. So I was invited by the Cannes Film Festival, and we had a side event celebrating the biodiversity action. It was the International Biodiversity Day, the 22nd of May. So in Cannes, and we committed that we will go to film festivals and supporting the movie directors who are inspired by the sustainable development goals, and we provide musicians. Also, we try to find the sponsors and collaborators from the investors and community, so that we can use movies actually to educate people, not only documents or formula that they can move the mind of people. And also we are now very accessible to Fashion Week. So I'm now regularly invited at this moment to the major fashion weeks such as London Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, and also Milano Fashion Week. And then I was a guest speaker on the London Fashion Week as well as Paris Fashion Week, and I talked about sustainable fashion. The fashion is actually the second largest consumption of this, just only after the energy industry. So it's very important to have a fashion to be sustainable. And then we brought the musicians, fashion models, and we tried to have this kind of sustainable fashion award together. So I think digital aspects of the fashion would be very often discussed. And I think in that area, I think a lot of room for collaboration between Glocha, IAAI, and our organization to bring the innovation, digital innovation to our fashion show. And also the last photo was taken in Osaka. I was invited as an event to promote Osaka Expo 2025. And I had a presentation about music for SDGs and how music for SDG could be contributing to the Osaka Expo in 2025. I'm planning to team up with a very famous celebrities around the world because it's a good occasion for Expo. And then we use that opportunity actually to promote the sustainabilities. And we are thinking that maybe because of those celebrities, maybe like a popularity, or maybe if it is a hybrid, maybe the number of the viewers will be massively increased. So this is kind of music for SDGs project. So so far, do you have any question about the this activity of music for SDGs? Okay, since I don't hear it, so let's go to show some example. So this is a recently held the Music for SDGs reception hosted by Nippon Life Insurance Company. It's a very rare combination of my professional role and personal role as a Music for SDGs. My employer actually sponsored completely the reception at Tokyo Tower, back to back to official PRI in person Tokyo. The PRI is a United Nations network, the representing 5,000 the institutional investors who sign the principles of the responsible investments. So, and then it was the very first time that Japan hosted annual conference for PRI. And Nippon Life was selected as a lead sponsor for the PRI in person. For the first in the history of PRI, the asset owner became the sponsor. Usually in this kind of meeting, the asset managers become a sponsor, and they are trying to market their project products for the visitors coming from around the world. But Nippon Life are rather customers rather than the providers of the funds. So we don't have to, for example, promote our products. That's why we use that opportunity to actually provide the dialogue opportunities for the investors, asset managers, and policy makers to sit together and exchange how we can promote sustainability. And we organize a reception. And also this Sanansa was participated as the fashion show model. Also the singers and musicians that I just invite all the time for university education were also there. And also the samurai performer. We use the Japanese culture, for example. We share the samurai culture, but we talk a little bit about the history of Japan. In maybe in samurai period, the society was built in a very sustainable philosophy. So this is kind of, I talk a little bit about sustainability and combine with entertaining performance. Actually, as a whole, is a kind of education session. This is what we are trying to do every year. Another one is Humming for Peace, Humming Day Festival in Hiroshima. It was in 10th October. Every 10th of October, we have the Humming for Peace event. We invited the people from 33 countries around the world. We wanted to have 50 at least, but maybe 100 in the future. But we'd like to connect the people through humming. The important thing is of humming is that you don't need to speak any language. Humming is just hum. You don't have to know the language. And even those people who have a disability and who cannot talk, they can join the Humming for Peace because they can hum. If you can breathe, you can hum. So this is a kind of concept. And Nippon Life joined as a supporting organization, and we hosted a dinner back to this Humming for Peace event in Hiroshima. So you are also invited to join this as well. And then this is another event that we hosted in Japan. This is a part of the global initiative called World Singing Day 2023 Tokyo. So actually, just like over 60 cities in 17 countries. So the one day the same song would be sung by people. Usually the young people join, but also even the elderly people like me. So everyone actually join the singing together. That was a concept, and it was reported in the like a TV news in US. So it's a kind of quite famous initiative. And then the June and Juan is like my digital art partner, and also the SDG Spiral. It's an NPO promoting the sustainable development goals in Kyushu, and they just team up with Music for SDGs to host that kind of event. And also, interestingly, this NPO is very keen to technology such as the metaverse or NFT or digital technology. So we are planning together for the future big metaverse, digital-oriented, innovative concert in the future. And I'm talking with the cabinet secretary that we can have a very government support for this big event. So of course, it does not have to be a domestic event. It can be international. So, international. So if you can, for example, gather the international governments and the international public sector and private sector, it can be a very big event on digital music. So this is something that I want to say. And also my personal thing is my daughter joined the as a singer. She's sitting together with a humming singer Yuki. So she this was her debut as a music for SDG singer. Next one is a digital art. So there's the one digital artist, the Kito Agami, and he's actually producing the digital artwork. His specialty is starting from the painting, but they add some motion and becoming giving the video, and also he's a musician, so he composed the original music and put that move put that actually that to this motion, and this they try to express the importance of the earth. It's like a story is embedded. Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, it's not on the recording.
Oh, sorry. So this is kind of digital art, and also the Hanako Morikawa is also participating singer for Music for SDG, and kindly join as a singer. Actually, is putting the voice. This is a kind of project, and we are trying to present some joint digital artworks at the Osaka Expo 2025. And here in this Dubai, we would like to launch the new digital art actually coming from my own drawing at the age of 6. So the Mark and Akito and Hanako actually jointly produced a digital art based on my drawing on the topic of biodiversity at the age of 6 in 1970 when the Osaka Expo took place. I may be one of the first person who started concerned about biodiversity and taking action. And actually, this art was first officially announced during the Green 17 reception here in Dubai, Ocean and Wonderland at COP28 at the Christie's Dubai. And we are thinking of teaming up with Christie's as an auction house, and also some of the people like in the movie industry. And we are now trying to create a kind of the documentary movie, not only this, but also for those stories behind the climate actions or sustainability action. Actually, maybe I can share some of the personal stuff. So when I was a little child, my mother and my father got divorced, and my mother disappeared from my life. And she was not allowed to see me for the next 20 years. So all the things that reminded of my mother has been completely destroyed from me. So I did not know even my mother was alive or not. And the drawing that I had was a souvenir for my mother for the 20 years. She was just keeping this drawing and drawing. And then the topic of this drawing was actually the circulation of the pollution coming from the factory, and that would affect on the birds and fish like creature on the air, and they would have an impact on agriculture. And there's like a circulation of pollution. And I'm trying to, in this picture, just I try to tell the people that we need to have a clean air and clean water to be healthy. This kind of concept, and that was a painting at the age of 6 because I had asthma and I was so sick. So I could not live with any parents because I was too weak. So at that time, it was so amazing to know that the grown-up Mark is going around the world. At that time, I was just stuck in the middle of nowhere in the countryside of Japan. So that's why at the age of 8, I had for example, United Nations simulations at my home at the age of 8. And we talked about the water pollution, air pollution, and world peace. And that was exactly the time that the UN started the environmental program 50 years ago. So this kind of story would be included in the probably the documentary movie. And please take some time to watch the digital art that he created. Thank you very much. So this actually first time that I shared this with the general public, and today so I wanted to choose this COP28 as a kind of launch of this digital art. So we will hear a lot in the future about this story. And also, if you have any touching stories or some memorable stories about why you are keen to protection of the environment, why you are keen to protect human rights, let me know. We can working on the movies, short movies promotion, and we can connect with the people who cares about the love and peace and earth. And this is the last my slides. So again, the music for SDGs project. So this is the photo of all the artists who joined the online event like Earth Day, Music Festival, United Nations Memorable Festival, and you can send me email at any time. If you're interested in my EPEC or maybe insurance or innovation investment activities, you can send me email to macglobe.com. If you're interested in arts, fashion show, movies, music events. That will be music for SDGs. At gmail.com, and that will be the kind of the place. And also the maybe you may curious why those beautiful ladies are sitting in front. So I just invited my guest speakers today from the Heiwa Matsuri group. The Heiwa Matsuri is a kind of festival, which it's called Peace Festival, and I think the Mayu-san is a founder, so she will probably briefly talk about this. But I'd like to introduce two of the key members of our activities. The Mayu Ogawa, founder and CEO, International Entrepreneur Association. She's not just the founder and CEO of Heiwa Matsuri, but also she's a female entrepreneur, and she's doing some very important business in Japan. And also Sanansa, the president of World Selfie Community Association. She's also very known model and movie producer, and also the fashion model, but also she's a female entrepreneur working as a president for World Selfie Community Association. I'd like to invite one by one to have some talk about her activities and her passion. So maybe Mayu-san, you can talk about it.
Thank you. I'm Mayu. Nice to meet you. I have built a world peace organization that spans 5 continents. And through this connection, I'm working with これ読めないな。colleagues who have come together with the vision of creative world change for peace through multifaceted これなんか訳してもらってもいいですかね。日本語で喋ります。私は世界5大陸にわたる、平和のための、組織を構築しました。
I have established a worldwide association for the purpose of bringing the peace to the planet.
その、平和活動のご縁を通じて、多角的なアプローチで、地球の変革を、目指しております。
Actually, the connection that is established with the people through this activities, actually, we are trying to achieve the goal in a very multidimensional aspects.
先ほどご紹介いただいた平和祭りは、イベントを通して平和に興味を持ってもらうための活動です。
So the Heiwa Matsuri, the peace festival, is actually activities actually to enhance awareness on the peace for those people who are involved in our activities and festival.
平和祭りでは平和の象徴として着物や花火を、着物を身につけたり花火を打ち上げることによって平和を表しています。
Actually, we are focusing on the Japanese kimono, Japanese traditional attire, and also fireworks, the Japanese, also very beautiful Japanese culture. And we use those as a symbolic theme, actually, to represent the world peace among the human minds.
平和祭りでは、9月のピースデーに、世界同時開催で平和のイベントを開催しています。
We are having the hybrid events actually on 22nd of September, the Peace Day, International Peace Day, the whole world.
世界同時開催をすることによって、世界での集合意識の変革を目指しております。
So, by having the events at the same time in different countries, I'd like to just formulate a kind of group mindset toward the peace.
まずはイベントとして楽しく参加していただくことによって社会貢献や平和活動に赴いてくれる人が増えることを願っております。
First, we start by having a good time. So it's the enjoyment and fun is a very important feature. And then through those entertainment or maybe the having a good time, so they would gradually driven to the sustainable and peace kind of awareness.
平和活動を通じて、出会った仲間としてデジタルイノベーションを一緒に目指している仲間もいます。
To take an example, for those who just met through this peace festival in around the world, she came across to the specialist of the digital innovation. Actually, that formulated a very interesting collaboration, actually, to change the business toward a better world.
そのチームとともにデジタルやテクノロジーを使って世界の平和的な改革を目指しております。
So now we are aiming to have a peaceful revolution of the earth through those networks using a digital technology and high technology that they gathered.
そのチームでは汎用 AI を取り扱っております。
So for example, this team is actually generative AI or artificial intelligence, and then using this artificial intelligence, they are trying to change the way that the people change the way that the people live and do business.
その AI は世界変革において重要な役割を果たすと考えております。
I think those AI technology would play a very important role in the future in evolving and revolutioning the whole world.
チャット GPT が有名だと思いますが、我々の AI は薬や機械、などの開発を自動で行ってくれます。
For example, if you talk about AI, everyone was talking about Chat GPT and just putting some information, but our AI is more like kind of more advanced, and this AI is actually creating the new kind of pharmaceutical products. 薬とかあと何？
薬や機械。
Also the machinery. So the AI would design that completely new machines, something like that.
日本のアニメドラえもんのようにオーダーすればいろんなものが叶う、AI を目指しております。
Yes. So we are trying to achieve something like a Japanese anime Doraemon that maybe we can order something and that would achieve the many new things.
その開発技術を企業だけではなくメタバースを通じて一般にも公開を目指しております。
So we are trying to share this technology through metaverse, not only from the business relationship.
そのテクノロジーを使って、人間や地球をより良い環境に導くことを目指しています。
We are aiming to invite the broad human beings into a very better world. I think this technology should be used for good purpose, because if you use this technology for wrong purpose, that will probably endanger the future people. So we would like to make sure that this hyper technology should be used to bring the people to a sustainable future.
そのテクノロジーで平和を叶えるとともに SDGs 達成、またはその上の、地球の状態を、目指せると確信しています。
I believe from my bottom of my heart that this technology can bring the people actually to a solution mode for the challenges that the human beings are facing today.
そのような活動を通して、地球のイノベーション、を目指していければと思っております。今回は貴重な機会をありがとうございました。
So, we are just aiming to achieve our goals through this technology. So thank you very much for inviting us to this specific opportunities at the COP28. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I'm going to invite the Sanasa, so the president of World Selfie Community Association.
はい。私は世界が仲良くなることが一番の鍵だと思っています。
I think that the very key for the 何の鍵？
例えば平和。
So I think the key for achieving the peace is actually to make everybody just to make friends with each other.
その内側には自分が自分とまず仲良くあることが一番優先になります。
The first priority of having a make friends with others is actually to getting along with ourselves in internal self.
なぜなら、大切にされる感覚は自分を大切にできる人にしかわからないからです。
Because the concept is only understood by those people who actually respect themselves in internal self.
私がこのようなドレスを着て、ショーに出ることになるきっかけを、多くの方の支援をいただき、実行することが今年叶いました。
So my dream of having the performance in many different precious occasions came true thanks to the assistance and support from many people.
今日着てるこの衣装は、各国の方が見た瞬間に Amazing! って言ってくださるんですね。
So when I'm wearing this kimono dress in many different countries, at the first sight, the people just came closer and they said, "Amazing!"
で、人は綺麗なものが大好きだと私は確信しております。
I'm sure that the people love something beautiful.
それは心の中も同じです。
So it's the same for your internal mind.
私は心理学、心理カウンセラーを仕事としております。
I'm a professional psychologist.
その中で自分の心の中が現実、今見ている世界を映し出すという考え方があります。
I think our mind is a kind of the mirror of the world that we are looking at externally.
はい。今喋っているマックさんが見ている世界と私が見ている世界はきっと違うものという概念です。
I think the world that Mako Kubo is looking at and something that Sanansa is looking at is なんか早く時間が。
はい。この、着物ドレスでみんなと仲良くなることだったり、あとは日本人がどうしても知らないものはちょっと怖がる。そういった性質を超えていく、方法を、私の会社では行っています。
So my company is trying to change the mind of the people. The Japanese people are very reluctant of taking something that they don't know, but we would like to change this mindset through this activity.
はい。デジタルに、興味を持ってもらう日本人、現在クリプトの保有率っていうのは日本人は 4% と言われています。
So currently the percentage of the use of crypts is kind of very low in Japan.
はい。なので、もっと身近に感じてもらうために、ユーザーをたくさん増やす、試みを実際に一緒にサポートしています。
We are supporting the enhancement of the users actually to make the crypto more familiar among the people.
それは決して難しいものではなくて、こうやって楽しく普段過ごしていることを、背中で見せて、それを一緒に、活動として私もできるかもを作っているのが、今回の私の活動の全容です。
So this is actually all that I do is like, for example, we can make it, but in a very entertaining and enjoyable fashion.
はい。拙い内容でございましたが、より深く知りたい方は、ぜひ私と友達になってください。本日はありがとうございました。
Thank you very much. If you are interested in this more, that you can feel free to contact with us. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That concludes my presentation. And maybe, Marie, you can.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have to go to then the
Okay, I just start speaking, so can you play? Okay. Okay. I have. Sorry for the technical issues. But hi, my name is Mari Asada. I'm a visual artist based in Japan, and I'm a global partnership director and um, chief curator of Knox Gallery, Japanese first NFT gallery. And also we have partnership with Super Chief Gallery, world first NFT gallery in New York and LA. And we have a partnership with a sister gallery partnership with all over, the galleries were all over the world. And also I'm a founding member of Earth Day Japan. And yes, I'm here to present digital art for climate, but some way that is not showing. But anyway, I think digital art is can be a bridge between culture and environment issues, and it has power. It's- okay, now it's showing. Okay, and it is a. Okay, can you just dialect? Can you just pull out?
it is here.
No. Is it?
But it is the extended screen. You have it's extending.
I don't know if it's this one, F1 function. Normally, which one? I don't know. I have to go
It's
to.
this extended screen.
Uh-huh. Why?
Okay, I can go here in the settings.
Okay. So digital art is a bridge between culture and environment issues, but also could be environment nonverbal communications and nonverbal communication that which go over the language or country or culture or generations. And it has power to bridge gaps, connect people globally, and make action to this global challenge.